and welcome to The Fame Game, the newest podcast talk show for BNSP Colombo. You might be asking yourselves, why yet another podcast in podcast-filled Colombo? Well, simple. We're different. We are dignified, we are risque, we are gracious, we are provocative, and we try to discover hitherto unknown areas of our guests. So this is not the traditional biodata session, but rather getting to know the person better. I could not do this alone, so I'm actually happy to have my gorgeous co-host to help me right along the way. And Miss Sri Lanka at that, please welcome my gorgeous co-host, Roseanne Das.
Thank you, Kumar. Thank you for the lovely introduction. I think we've spoken too much.
We talk a lot.
Yes. So let's focus on our guest. Yes. This podcast is all about our guest, our lovely guest, who is ready to conquer the world, to leave us behind and head to represent Sri Lanka
on the world stage.
Oh, yes. So let's welcome gorgeous, talented, and very popular these days, the reigning Miss World Sri Lanka, Anudi Gunasekara.
Hi everyone, I'm Anudi Gunasekara, and it is with immense pride I represent my motherland, a nation of resilience, timeless beauty, and a proud history, Sri Lanka. I come from Anuradhapura, Sri Lanka's first capital and a UNESCO World Heritage Site, where history, faith, and legacy stand tall in its sacred monuments and stupas. I'm proud to come from a family where both my parents have dedicated their lives to serving our nation. Their commitment inspires me to choose a career representing Sri Lanka globally. With my degree in international relations from a top state university, I'm preparing for a future in Sri Lanka's foreign service. I also owe much of who I am today to my late grandmother, whose wisdom, strength, and grace have been a guiding light in my life. She was one of the inspirations behind my decision to initiate Saheli, a foundation committed to combating period poverty and empowering women in Sri Lanka. As a product of Sri Lanka's free education system, it is now my time to give back through community service, contributing to the well-being and development of those around me. My aspiration is to serve as a diplomat, representing my country and fostering global connections, and I see the Miss World pageant as the first step towards this goal. I am excited to meet my fellow contestants and embark on this incredible adventure at the 72nd Miss World Festival in India.
Thank you so much for having me, first of all, and I'm very excited to share my journey with all of you. So let's take it.
So Anudi,
I was surrounded by two beauty queens. So from one to the other.
The thorn between the two roses. Okay. So 20 years ago, I was just like you. I fitted perfectly into those shoes, and this moment I'm reliving it again with you. What is the feeling now?
Well, to be really honest, I'm feeling a little bit nervous. I think it's very normal to feel like that. But beyond that, I'm excited to represent Sri Lanka because I think that's a great opportunity for a young girl like me because I get to represent 23 million people.
And 130 countries.
Among 130 other countries, and that's a great competition and also a great opportunity. So I try to give my best and showcase the beauty of our country with the world.
Anudi, first of all, let me tell you that you were not a favorite amongst a lot of people to win the title in Sri Lanka, and I can show a person from my ear.
Were you laughing?
You can point.
Yeah, I'm pointing at one from my ear. So you had a lot of backlash and a lot of body shaming after that.
Yes.
A lot of contestants didn't accept you as the winner, no? And some
long story short.
Yes. So what was that feeling like?
Everybody was your friend when the competition was on, but the moment you won the crown on the 29th of July last year, exactly split half rooted
Yes.
for you, and the other half became absolute enemies. They body shamed you, they defamed your character, they questioned your qualifications, they really ripped you apart for no fault of yours. Were you upset? Did you cry?
How did
Or
you
were
handle it?
depressed?
To be honest, yes to all of that.
Really?
Yes. I'm a human being at the end of the day, right? I have emotions. I could be Miss World Sri Lanka. I could be even Miss World. But at the end of the day, I'm a human being. I was a 24-year-old girl who went through that experience for the first time and who figures out life for the first time, right? For that case, I don't think being Miss Sri Lanka does matter at all. And to be honest about that entire experience, I did not see that coming.
You did not expect to
I
win.
did not expect that sort
But
of.
that's what Colombo is, Anudi.
Is it? I mean, you know better than me.
Yeah,
I'm from
totally.
Anuradhapura. I don't know about Colombo.
Yes.
I think, Uma, where you come from does not really
You did
matter.
not expect to win, or you did not expect
I did
them
expect to win
Okay.
because I worked really hard and I've been dreaming of this title since I was 17. For the very first time when I was introduced to the pageant, I was only like 7, 8. Because of Aishwarya Rai, I mean, I saw her and I asked my mother, who is she? And my mother was like, she's Miss World. Only she won Miss World in 1994. And then later, of course, at that time, you don't have this feeling of saving the world and doing beauty with a purpose.
Yeah.
I was a child. But later, at the age of 17, I see Manushi Chilla from India winning Miss World after 17 years after Priyanka Chopra won. And that was a moment I felt, okay, this is what I want to do. I want to take part in Miss World. But again, I was like 17, I was in school, and my parents were like, you're doing A-levels. And then you're getting into college, and then you will do Miss World or anything you want. And just like that, I did A-levels. I got into the same university.
Kalaniya
Kalaniya.
University, the best in
And-
Sri Lanka.
Yes, I agree. And after that, I wanted to take part in 2019, but I lost my grandmother. She was my soulmate, she was my best friend, and I wasn't in the right headspace to take part in a pageant at all. And then I thought, next year I'll do it. But COVID happened. Then everything I planned, I couldn't do it. And then I thought, next year I'll do it. It's okay. The year
So
later.
you were just postponing
Postponing
But
and
were you prepping at the same time?
Yes, I did.
Mentally?
Mentally.
following all the pageants
Yes,
and the winners.
because the
and-
introduction video I did for Miss World this year wasn't something I planned this year. I was planning it since.
Really?
Yes, because when
It's
I.
a gorgeous video. It's a beautiful, gorgeous
Thank
video.
you. Because when I was looking at the videos that we have done before, I thought if I win Miss World Sri Lanka, I'm gonna do it this way.
Oh.
Because I see a lot of Colombo girls were taking part in pageantry, so it's very limited to that landscape
Crowd,
and
yeah.
everything. So I thought if I win Miss World Sri Lanka, in my video I'll make sure that I bring the Anuradhapura, all the places that we go to, and that Anuradhapura factor will be there because we don't see that. Like, I believe even in tourism, we see all the beaches everywhere, but we rarely see Ruwanwalisaya or Sigiriya being promoted. So I thought Sri Lanka is much more than that. I thought not just me, I will promote that as well to the world. So I would say that was not an overnight plan. I've been prepping and planning since I was 17. So I was really sad at one point because I kept trying and we didn't have the pageant, remember, because of the economic crisis, COVID. And it was really sad because I didn't even get to try before giving up. So let's say that I took part.
So you manifested this
I
entire
manifested this entire thing. I
So
mean,
does
I saw that-
manifestation work really?
thing. It does. It did with
So
me,
my
and I'm
daughter
sure it
tells
did
me.
with her.
Your daughter.
Yeah, she tells me.
She's the best.
I tell you all the time too.
Yeah, you do too now. Yes, I know.
So yeah, manifestation does work,
Yeah.
definitely. But I think you have to work too. You can't
Yeah,
just
yeah,
manifest
definitely.
it and just sit like a cupcake and watch. You have to put in the work, and that manifestation, I would say, just pushes you to go beyond that extra mile with the work you do. I would say that's what happened to me.
You brought in Anuradhapura. Your question about
Yes, because there is this thing. Only Colombo
Misconception.
girls,
Yes.
Colombo girls can win. The burger girls can
Yes.
win. Convent girls.
you're a Vattala girl.
Yeah, but I'm a burger. So
Okay.
you know,
Elocution girls can win.
So
here
but
comes
you
Anudi.
brought in this different elements from Anuradhapura,
Yes.
and everyone loved you for that.
Yes.
And What does that feel?
Well, I have to be honest with it because at first it wasn't very pleasant. Like when I came to not Miss World, when I came to do modeling in Colombo, I didn't come to Colombo to do modeling. I came because of university, because I got selected to California. And then just out of nowhere, I just started.
So you're schooled right throughout in Anuradhapura?
Yes, I only moved to Colombo in 2019. I was about 19 years, 20s old.
So entire grounding, born
Everything
and
was in
bred,
Anuradhapura.
values, family system, ethos,
Everything.
all that
In Anuradhapura.
ancient capital of Sri Lanka.
In Anuradhapura only.
And you say it very proudly. I mean,
I think
She has to be proud of that.
yeah.
Because people make it look like it is something to be ashamed of.
Mm-hmm.
There are
Yes.
juniors in my school, they will come to me and say, Aki, මෙයා මට මෙහෙම කතා කරනවා, මෙහෙම මට ලැජ්ජ
I'm
කරනවා.
sure,
And
I'm
I'm
sure.
like, don't. Be proud of that. The fact that you're coming from Anuradhapura. And I'm going to tell you, it wasn't easy. We did not have the facilities or the resources that we needed, especially when it comes to education. Now it's better, thankfully. But when I did A-levels, we did not have tuition. Like for the subjects I did literature, I did French. We did not have teachers.
Tu parles français.
Do not even start. Okay, cut it out.
She just said they didn't have teachers.
We didn't. We
Okay.
We did not have teachers, and we also
She does. Okay, continue.
we did not have teachers in school and also for classes at all. And
Self-study mostly.
and we had to travel to Kandy back and forth like for 3 hours, so 6 hours a day, like thrice a week, maybe 4 times a week.
Oh, that's like a trip up
like a trip
and down. Yeah.
to the point I got sick of Kandy. I didn't even put Peradeni in my list. Like I'm not going to Peradeni. I cannot. I'm not. But I found my boyfriend from Kandy, so fate. And
Candy came back with a vengeance. Salinder, please note.
yeah, Salinder, if you're watching. So I would say, yeah, we did not have the resources to the point when after I did my A-levels, even that when that happened, we did not have teachers for French. And actually, I joined at my own school as a teacher to teach the students.
You did teach in
Yeah,
school?
I
Okay.
did. I did English.
I wasn't aware of that.
I did English. I did a little bit of French, and for the younger students as well. For 3 months, I would say, because I felt really bad. I didn't want them to.
You
go
wanted to
through.
give back to the community
Exactly. I
that gave
didn't
you
want
all
them
this.
to go through what I went through, the struggles I went through.
True.
So I think because of that also people from Anuradhapura, people from those areas work really hard because it does not come easy. So I think
Definitely.
maybe because of that also I worked hard and got myself into a position like this. I would say
So
that.
you mentioned about your boyfriend Salinder,
Yes.
right? And Kumar has told me that he's a pillar of strength
He's
and
an
he's
anchor.
supporting
He's
you
an
a lot.
anchor.
I have a question. So if you are in a relationship and they support you and you win the crown and you become this famous person, that private person that only he owned becomes this public person.
Yes.
And later on, do they turn insecure or will don't you have that thing that
From what
he
you
might-
know of Salinder, will he be insecure if you win Miss World? I hope you do actually and come back.
Yes.
No, I don't think so.
So
I
rock
know
solid.
So. No, because he was one of these people who really wanted me to
Encouraged you.
take part in Miss World Sri Lanka, because there was a time I was giving up slowly because I kept waiting for it and then it never happened for me. Back in the day I thought, okay, this year I'll do, this year I'll do.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen. This one time Shada went, another time Kavindi went, and I thought, okay, they keep sending those girls after headhunting, I wouldn't have a chance. And then Salinder was like, no, we will have a chance. He was always like, we'll have a chance. Not
He
just
pushed
Oh, he
you
used
through
the
all
word
this.
we and not
we.
you.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
this journey is not just mine. It's my family's, it's my boyfriend's, it's yours. Like, I think the entire Sri Lanka is with me right now. So he's also a part of that population.
But
Not
still,
just-
Anudi, you're public property. So his girl is
now
public,
public
property.
property.
But I don't think
Has he ever given
Has
you that?
he ever thought of that angle?
Has he ever said that no, you shouldn't do this after you when you? Has he ever
No.
restricted
No
anything?
films, no
No.
this, no that, nothing?
I mean, he has acted in movies. Like, he was a Stargate before me.
Oh. So he knows
so
how
he
it
knows,
goes. Yeah.
He's very familiar with it. So I don't know. He would never do that to me. He has never been like that. I've done modeling before. I've done photo shoots with other male models as well. I mean, he's friends with these models. Like, they talk to each other more than I talk to these models at all. So I don't think he will ever do that to me. He's very supportive and he's very open-minded, very understanding. And I mean, at the end of the day, it's all about how I act and how I maintain
you
my
knowing your
personality,
boundaries and
reputation. Yes,
Yeah.
I think for that, the boyfriend or the girlfriends do not matter. It's up to me. If I
Sure.
maintain my dignity and reputation, I don't think there's any other problem.
So,
So-
you
yeah,
you
go
leave
ahead.
Sri Lanka through for the World Finals. Or they're
Bags are
shooting it
packed
today.
already.
Bags are packed for that. Anybody you want to thank in this journey?
There are so many.
Let's talk about the journey since
Yeah.
the day you were crowned till now, till this very moment. The trainings you have, the preparations.
I can write a book.
Yeah,
about
I can
it.
imagine.
I think you can relate.
Yeah,
like that
definitely.
journey is just.
But you had a very long
I
time.
did.
10 months?
And I'm
Unlike,
so glad
9
I
months?
did.
Yes.
That's why I always encourage even the team to have the pageant
Quite early.
quite early, because I think that time is very important, because I know the girl who won that night, that girl is completely different. I don't
Yes.
even know this girl anymore. Like from the interviews that I've done that day, like after I won, and this one, I feel more confident. I think
I can see that.
You
yes.
can see that too.
Yeah.
I was very
in
nervous.
control, very confident,
Poised.
posture,
Yeah.
focused.
I think good training, Kumar.
Yeah. Like,
Thank you.
Head goes to him.
I give her a tough time. But yes, I am proud of you because I see a very
And you have very good mentors, Sangeeta,
elegantly turned out
Loching.
lady.
I mean, I was
Loching.
one of Loching's
So I think that journey, starting from that night onwards, it wasn't easy. Like I told you, some of the things I did not see coming, because I'm such a girl's girl. Like I always help out. Doesn't matter if it's a girl or a boy. And I have a very young siblings. Like my youngest sister is 14 years younger than me. And when I walked into the pageant, I saw that many girls were younger than me, and I was like the second oldest, third oldest. And for me, they were like my younger sister. So I helped them out, and I thought this friendship will continue. I mean, I think you can
Little you
relate.
did
Yeah,
you know.
you were too
And
naive
I had
at that time.
I had no idea that it would happen that way. But I'm going to be positive about it this way. I think it's a human nature, right?
It's a reaction.
It's a competition at the end of the day, and everybody works so hard. It's not easy, like training, dieting, and prepping for beauty with a purpose. And then you have this one goal and you lose it. Now that's where you have to understand how to maintain your dignity and just gracefully leave the scene without
You
making
mean like
a-
retire?
No, wait.
Yeah. So what was you
No
saying?
comments. No comments. No, I would say so. This is one of the questions that I got in my closed door interviews before the finale. What would you do if you do not win? And how would you feel? And I was
This is the local pageant.
local pageant.
Yeah.
I had about a panel of judges were about like 6, 7, I
Five.
think. Yeah, 5. And I was very, very honest. I said, I am not here to get the experience. That's what we hear all the time. I'm here for the experience. I'm not here to win.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be. I don't want to lie. I was not there just for the experience. I've been dreaming about it since I was
You're
17.
here for the crown.
I was here for the crown. And if I was just for that experience, I feel like I shouldn't even be there. Like, why would I bother?
Sure.
Right? So I was there to win. I was there to go home with the crown. I had that attitude. I had that goal.
Determination.
Yeah, I knew it was life or death for me, because I've been dreaming this is gonna happen.
That's what hit the judges hard. Also.
And then I told them, okay, if it doesn't happen, doesn't mean my life is over.
Yeah.
I'm just 24 years
But
old.
you'll go full on.
Full on. And I thought if I don't win, I would still be so grateful for the experience, the memories, the friendships that I had created, and with you, with other people, with the girls. And I will just gracefully accept it, and I might try again. And if I don't want to try, that's okay.
Yeah.
Pageantry is not the entire life. But
Yeah.
when I was competing for it, I acted like it was my entire life.
So this was about the local pageant. But
Yes.
what about the international pageant? Now everyone has so much of higher expectations. They want you to win, and I'm sure you're placed in.
You're among the top brackets also as it
contestants
goes
also,
down.
right? Predictions.
Yes.
So everyone will ask you, okay, if you win, what are you going to do? But I'm going to ask you, what if you can't meet those expectations? Have you ever
The
thought
what if
about
factor.
that?
What if factor?
Well, yeah, sometimes, I think I've told you too, sometimes I call him and say, Kumar, what would I can't, what if I can't meet those expectations? What if I don't?
Am I enough?
Am I enough? Like,
I done
it's
enough?
not easy as much as
Yeah.
they, see it. And I thought, what would happen? But then again, in my life, every single time I think, whenever I do something, whether it's an exam or a competition, a pageant, I always do my best. There's a limit that I can do. I might go even beyond that a little bit, and I'll do my best. That's all I can do. And even for my academic journey in my university, I remember I wanted to have a first class so bad. I think I've been telling you, but I didn't get a first class. I had a GPA for a first class, but we had those requirements in Kalaniya, So I didn't get it.
Still the best university.
It is the best. And honestly, I'm so grateful for the education I received there. Like, I'm a product of free education. I have to be grateful for that. And this is a wonderful opportunity for me to give back to the community that, nourished me and all. So I thought it's fine because I did university while doing modeling, while doing other part-time jobs and internship. Sometimes I had to take care of my house.
And your charity, let's
And
not
charity
forget
as
about
well,
that.
everything.
The Beauty with the Purpose talks about
project
that. Period
and
poverty.
research. So I thought I've been multitasking like a pro. This is okay. And even for the pageant, I have been giving it my 100%. So if I don't win, if I don't get what I want, that's okay. At the end of the day, I will go to bed in peace thinking, no, I did my
your
best.
best.
Yeah.
And the best one.
Best. And may the best lady win at the end of the day. So yeah, I would be okay with it.
Miss World has got this Beauty with a Purpose, which makes the pageant even more special. So various topics. Now you've chosen an old hacked topic, period poverty. It's been going on since
Common topic.
common. It's hacked also from Adam and Eve down into the future. So what is it that makes your angle or your spin on this, your BWP project different and special?
I didn't want to be different or special with my Beauty with a Purpose. I wanted to address an issue that people don't really talk about, like, not enough. So when it comes to period poverty, like you said, yeah, it's old and everything, but still it is an issue. Even in 2025, the period poverty rate is 50%. That means 50% of menstruating population is going through period poverty. And period poverty, again, people think, why period poverty? Why are you giving an adjective to that? Poverty means poverty. Yeah. But period poverty is not just the lack of access to these pads and napkins. It is also lack of access to the education, the awareness.
Proper knowledge.
So you can be from Colombo 7, you can be rich, but if you do not know how to maintain your hygiene, you are a victim of period poverty. Doesn't matter how rich you are and how much money you have. So
it's not a monetary factor.
It is not. It is not. So because when I'm talking to some of the women, they're about 45, 50. Still, they don't know many things about menstruation, what happens inside their body, and what to do when certain things happen.
You've worked with female clergy
Yeah.
and female prisoners also.
Yes.
They're also human beings.
Yes.
They're women.
Yes. I actually came across prisoners because of my research. I did my university research on criminalization of marital rape in Sri Lanka and the connection it has with women's rights, because it's not criminalized at all in Sri Lanka. It's not considered as a crime. Yeah. And then I wanted to check how women would perceive it, like what would they think?
Yeah, their point of view.
Yeah, and then I realized they don't know that it is a basic human right violation. That's why they don't want to speak against it. And then when I talk about it, when I had to interview these prisoners, some of them were in prisons because they had murdered their husbands because they cannot tolerate the abuse. And then I realized they're also victims of period poverty, not just domestic violence, not just rape, not just sexual harassment. And I thought we always reach out to schools. We reach out to children's homes because easy access and no social stigma. Everybody loves people when they help children, they're children.
Yeah.
But when I go to a prison, they would look at me like, why prison? Yeah. Like, what's so special about prison? These people are bad people. They have committed crimes. Why are you even helping them out? And I thought, they're human beings and these women bleed. That's one common thing about all of us.
True.
And sometimes they're not in the prison because they have committed murders, because they have evil intentions for survival.
Defense.
Then we can see that there's a systematic failure too that we have to address. And what if we just, corner them in the prison without giving them education or awareness, and then they come out just like how they went in?
no improvement, nothing. So it's our duty and responsibility to teach them,
Rehabilitate.
to make them better people when they leave the prison. Even with the monasteries and all that I reached out to, we worship them, we get the advice, we go home, we give
But
them,
they are human
we
beings.
offer dana, that's it. And at the end of the day, we have to understand there are also women bleeding just like us. They also need awareness and education. And the goal of my project has always been to reach out to people who do not get support, not going to the place that everybody is going to. That happens. Schools get help. Now the government has started giving them free napkins, but not the prisons.
What about the tax on sanitary pads?
Yeah, it's 51.07% as of latest. I'm not really sure because
Which is inhuman.
it can change. But it is more than the tax rate we have on silver and gold, not even essential items. And in some
And that's wrong.
Yeah, and in some countries, sanitary products are just free.
Free, yes.
Nothing. And then we have this tax
Yeah,
rate.
condoms are free in lots of European capitals. You
Yeah.
get the vending machines
Yes.
free of charge.
But not in Sri Lanka. And I think it's very unfair because bleeding is not a choice. Like, we can't stop ourselves, okay, don't bleed today. We are going to bleed.
So, what is your message to all the young girls
Before
out
that,
there?
you need to thank certain people,
Yes.
I believe.
Starting from model shop.
You're the Sita Miss World Sri Lanka.
Yes, Sita Miss World Sri Lanka. So Sangeeta Veeratna, Dhananjay Bandara, Shri Kumar Tunga, and then Lochi. And we have Matula Mahavalage, Chana Vijayavardhana, and Ramani Fernand, of course, like the makeup,
So,
the hair, everything.
big team.
Big team, like we had
Lashni.
so much support, and Lashni, like she was like my big sister these days, and of course I have to thank Kumar Silva.
The great Kumar
Like
Silva.
honestly, my second father figure. I don't hesitate to call him that because he is like a father figure to me. He has been one of
Difficult father, fussy.
not difficult, but
No,
I
was
think I
tough.
needed
I'm
it.
sorry, I just gave you hell at times.
I think I needed that. You
Times.
can't be so, like easy with me, and then I can't go to the Miss World pageant.
I tortured you because I love you and because I
Yes,
wanted you
yes.
to be this nice polished
Though
lady
you
that
were
are
not
today.
one of his favorites.
Yes, thank you for
So
reminding
she
Let
was
me-
not
that.
my she
Let
was
me
not
bring
my
that up
choice
again.
because I misread her. She was playing. She didn't show her full potential during training.
No.
So
That
how
was
do I
a
know?
trick.
That was a trick. How do I know that? So then she just blossomed. So yeah,
No, it's okay. It's okay. You can have personal.
But you were
favorite.
my favorite.
I
I've
know,
told
I
you
know,
that. So
thank
that's.
you, I know.
you're playing safe. You're undercutting me now.
She told me that, and then you came up to me and like, by the way, I didn't want you to win. I thought this one would win. I'm like,
But the first person to get on stage
And
and,
hug.
to hug
Yeah,
you,
he made up for it.
yes.
I win,
Yeah.
and I'm no regrets. I'm
But
so,
now
so,
I
so
think
proud
you
of
were hugging me, thinking, oh,
Anudi,
this wasn't what
Anudi,
I wanted.
no, you can't do that to me now. No,
You asked for
No,
it.
you
Let's
can't
go,
do that
let's
to
go
me.
to the message that you will give girls.
can't do that to me now.
You hugged me, thinking, this wasn't what I wanted.
Anudi, yes, Anudi, what?
And then I am hugging him. Oh my God! Thank you so much for doing this to me. He's like, "This is not what I wanted. I wanted."
I never
someone
said
else."
that to you. No, never
But
said-
I could
She's like,
feel it.
No.
No,
That
I
was the
think that's
vibe.
okay. I think that's okay. You can have favorites.
Okay.
I think I
Message
compensated.
to the girls out there.
Yeah.
Sri Lanka, the girls out there, Sri Lanka
Girls
watching
who
you.
want to become Anudi Gunasekara.
My first advice is do not become Anudi Gunasekara. Make
Good.
own version of a better version of yourself, right? I mean, growing up, I wanted to be like some other women, and then I thought, okay, I'm gonna be a better version of myself, not them. We have enough of these people, but they don't have another Anudi Gunasekara, and then I'll become that person. So I want to say, just improve your version, like yourself, and make a better version of yourself. That's all you need to do. And this is if somebody wants to come into pageantry, I would say you don't need a crown to make an impact, right? And if you do not have a crown, and if someone else wins it, just help her to fix it. Don't try to snatch it away. So what really makes you a queen is how you treat other people, and you don't need a title or a crown. And if you try to snatch
Win
it,
or lose, how you treat
how
another
you treat other
person.
people, and you don't need Miss World or a crown to do beauty with a purpose,
Yeah.
right? And then if you do not win, and if you try to snatch it away, then that itself will prove that why you don't deserve the crown in the first place. So don't give them a chance to think, okay, this is why you don't win, this is why you didn't get the crown. So there were girls in my pageant, I don't want to name because there are so many,
I know.
who didn't win, but they were so supportive. Like to this date, they are talking to me, and it's so wholesome to know that this was
Nice human beings.
Yeah, this was their
They're
goal
even going
too.
to see her off at the airport.
Yes, and
Some of those
this
girls.
was their goal too, and they have this love and support that even though they didn't win, to see that
Share in your victory.
yeah,
To share in your victory.
yeah, in another person living their dream and still supporting, that's huge.
It's
So I
beyond.
always think I was the best contestant, that's why I won. But I mean, they were also like good in a way. They had
They must have thought the same thing,
emotional,
yeah.
so the words don't come out.
Okay, just be
So,
yourself. Talk.
I mean, yeah, there were some people and their walk was better than mine, and there were some people their height was better
See,
than
everyone's
mine.
not perfect.
Not
They have their
perfect.
plus points.
And there were some girls, their skin was better than mine. They're like
Yeah.
that. So, but there are so many things that I can learn from each girl. And I thought the moment I won, only I'm going to Miss World. But all these girls wanted to go to Miss World. So what I will do is I will take a part of them, one great quality of them, one great maybe where they walk, where they talk, where they wear. So that way I will take all the 12 girls.
So
with
you're
me to
taking
Miss
those
World.
12 girls with you
To Miss World.
to the Miss World. Oh, wow.
World.
That's a
Because
nice
their-
line.
that was their dream
It's a nice
too.
line.
That was their dream too. So I will take a part of. I know there were girls who weren't nice to them, but I have to say they had great qualities at the end of the day, and I will take that part. I will leave that negativity
Eliminate
out.
the
That's a nice
negativity.
line.
Yeah.
So I just want to say, like I was saying, so if you want to join pageant, it's not easy. You know that it's tough, and you will be exposed to so many people. Some people will say bad things. Some people will say good things about you, and
Some people will fake it.
will fake. Yes, some people will fake
Take it in your stride.
Yeah, will fake it. I mean, I was exposed to hate a lot than I expected, and
I've seen some of those messages.
Yes.
Which you don't even want to see or you don't even want to know.
no. And to this date, I've been getting, and I realized that
And it won't stop.
It won't stop.
it
It
won't
worse.
Yeah.
stop.
It'll get
And
worse.
that is something I kind of like it, because the hate.
Do you
comments-
enjoy it?
I enjoy
Now?
it. I
9 months
enjoy
later?
it because I see when I do better, I get more hate
More
comments.
hate.
So it's like, okay, I'm doing better. That's why I get. When I don't
So it
get
gives
it,
you
I'm
a
like,
kind of a
"Oh,
motivation."
Boring. Why don't these people say anything?
Can
to
I
me?"
start then?
No, you've been torturing me from the very beginning. So no, there are people who has been torturing me since the day I won. Fake accounts, real accounts. But I just want to say that there's so much support and love. Right? I'm a person who uses both love and support to do things I want to do. Like as an example, now I get love and support from you too, and from other people in Sri Lanka. So I will use it to do my best at Miss World. I will think, okay, I can't give up, because there are people rooting for me, people
Yeah.
relying on me, and I see that their blessings are with
Thousands
me.
and thousands and
Their
thousands.
love and support. I cannot give up. I have to do it for them. And then there's hate. Again, it reminds me, Andu, you can't give up. You have to show them that you can do this.
Yes.
Like
You have to make them
Yeah, they
suffocate.
have told you can't do this. Now you have to do it.
Yes.
So I will use both love and support and the hate and everything to achieve what I want to achieve. So yeah.
Before we close, so Anudi, with her diploma in foreign relations, is also a potential Sri Lankan ambassador one day. So beauty as well, but taking as a diplomat, I think you have a very great journey down that street. Closing lines, Roseanne?
Well, all the very best to you, Anudi. I wish Sri Lanka will get that crown this time, because there's so much of potential, and I see that you've worked very hard with the fabulous team behind you, and we are, I think, getting close to that crown, and you are bringing it much closer. And wish you all the very best. You're flying tomorrow, and we will be cheering for you,
I know.
rooting
Thank
for
so
you.
much.
And
I have to thank one of the most important people from the team, Megha. I cannot forget him, because I have to mention Megha.
The reigning Mr.
The reigning
World
Mr.
Sri
World
Lanka,
Sri
her
Lanka.
parallel.
Yeah, who made it top 10 at Mr. World. I know we fight a lot. Like we're
Yeah.
like those
Siblings,
two siblings,
yeah.
like always fight, because he likes
He
it.
bullies you more than you bully him.
what do you
Of
think?
course.
You have a favorite
He
amongst
has
the
a
two?
favorite.
No, he was the golden
child.
boy, the golden child.
So let me tell you this also before we close. he always thought Megha is going to win.
Yeah.
So,
Of course.
You got to be positive, aren't you?
but
positive?
with her, you didn't have that positivity.
Because Megha played
Okay.
all his cards. This one did not play her cards.
Yeah,
She
because-
was holding back, so I couldn't read her.
I played it at the right time.
You agreed to me.
Yeah.
So you can't blame me because you missed it.
I know he's a golden child. You know, like I am the oldest child in the family, right? So I do not have anyone else that has done better than me.
So you
I make the
set the
standard.
benchmark,
So
yeah.
like my parents are like to my brother and sister, be like Aki, do what she does. So I didn't know how it felt.
Be like Megha. Be
And
like
then Megha
Be like
comes to
Megha.
play, and then Megha goes to Mr. World and get into top 10, and everybody's like, you have to do that.
So, but you know, that's what happened to Aishwarya Rai. And then what happened to Shushmita
Shushmita
Sen
Sen,
after
yes.
that? So be a Shushmita Sen.
Yes, I have to. So I have to thank him as well for all the advice,
Yeah.
like all the the prep advice and other life advice that he gives me. So yeah,
Okay.
I thank him as well.
Just 5 words to end this show. Anudi, I am so proud of you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Really.
You're going to do good. You're going to bring that crown, and all the very best.
Thank you so
and
much.
do your best, no matter what, because we are watching, and we are waiting to welcome you when you come back.
I promise I'll do my best. I mean, it's huge, the opportunity and everything, but I will do my best because I'm the medium that represents 23 million people, so it's a huge responsibility, and I want to show the world that Sri Lanka is not just this geographical tiny island. We have so much to offer, and as a population we have gone through so much, right? The pandemics, the wars and economic crisis, everything, but we remain hopeful and we show the world that
And we thrive.
we are not this tiny population from a tiny island. So I want to showcase that to the world as well.
Very good there. You are Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is you.
Yes.
That's what you are. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Anudi.
Anudi.
Thank you.
Good luck on behalf of the team of Sun, Delivery.lk, all of us here, wishing all of us all the best to you.
Thank you so much for having me.
All
It
the
was
very
wonderful.
best.
I needed that conversation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, everybody, for being a lovely audience. Lots more to
Our
come. This was
first
an inaugural
podcast,
show with,
yeah.
of course, this lady. Lots more to come. Lots of
Provocative.
provocativeness, lots of risque. We were very kind to her,
Yeah,
but not
yeah.
the others. So just keep watching. We're on
Stay tuned.
every Friday.